Banakulas. Thank you.
Hey everybody, I'm David Ford, an old friend of Hal's from college. That harmonica and Banakula performance you just saw is classic Hal Walker, connecting with his audience, sharing his love and passion for music, and shining it back on them. Banakula even became Hal's handle on TikTok, where his charm, laid-back wit, and cool musical performances on instruments from around the world have attracted more than 1.5 million followers and made a lot of people smile. Despite Hal's global reach, he spent most of his life creating community right in his hometown. Here we are this fall on his front stoop in Kent, Ohio. This is the town where Hal built a thriving music program at the Unitarian Universalist Church, where he brought music to thousands of children in their schools and community music programs, where he raised his daughter, Hallie, a talented musician in her own right. That's the Hal Walker we all know and love. But what many of Hal's friends and fans may not know is that he's got MECFS. The long name is myalgic encephalomyelitis, chronic fatigue syndrome. As Hal puts it, MECFS is a poorly named, barely diagnosable, largely invisible, and debilitating illness. For years, his symptoms were manageable. He coped with the chronic fatigue and pain and found ways to work around the occasional severe weakness. But beginning in the second half of last year, things became much worse. Over and over again, Hal experienced what's known as a crash. Over the course of a few months, his body just gave out, leaving him housebound, mostly bedridden, and unable to earn a living. He needs our help. That's why we're here. Tonight's concert, A Love Song for Hal, featuring more than 30 outstanding artists from across the country, will help raise money to cover his mounting medical expenses. At any point during the show, you can go to alovesongforhal.com and give what you can. On behalf of Hal, his family, and friends, we thank you. Well, now it's time for music. Singer, composer Moira Smiley is based in Bristol, Vermont. She's been featured in TED conferences, on radio and TV, and she's performed live at countless venues from Lincoln Center to Royal Festival Hall.
I'm so proud to be part of the love and support for Hal Walker. He's a big, bright light who's brought joy to so many people, and it's my pleasure to play Stand in That River, my song Stand in That River, for Hal, and to wish Hal the speediest recovery, and for us all to gather around him and sing many, many songs to him. Thank you, Hal, for all that you've done. I went to my river, but my river was dry. The dust rose up to a darkened sky. Tell me, where is hope? Where do the waters run clear? I do not know my way from
All right, you're live.
One of those 20-plus instruments that Hal plays is the harmonica, and one of his earliest teachers was guitar and blues harmonica king Jon Gindick.
Hey, my name is Jon Gindick, and I just wanted to say a couple of words about my friend Hal Walker. I've only met him one time. He did me such a great solid. He interviewed me at the SPA convention, and we did a great lesson. He was so humble and so generous and so talented. Just one of the most, just a magic man. That's Hal Walker. So hope to see you up and around soon, Hal. Much love to you from California.
Soul folk songwriter Lea Morris's music graces schools, places of worship, festivals, and beyond. The DC native currently calls Germany home.
Hey everybody, my name is Lea Morris, and it's a pleasure to be here today with you in honor and support of Hal Walker, one of the highlights of the last, at times, bleak year was getting an opportunity to meet Hal and to share some time with him while enjoying just that common space together of I see you, I hear you, I care for you. Thank you for sharing with me. Just as you are without changing a thing, just as you are, I accept you. I see you, I hear you, I welcome you in, just as you are, just as you are, just as you are without changing a thing, just as you are, I accept you. I see you, I hear you, I welcome you in, just as you are, just as you are, just as you are without changing a thing, just as you are, just as you are, I accept, just as you are. I see you, I hear you, I welcome you in, just as you are, just as you are, just as you are without changing a thing, just as you are, just as you are, I accept, just as you are. I see you, I hear you, I welcome. All right, I want you to sing it with me this just time. Just as you are, just as you are, just as you are. One more time. Just as you are without changing a thing, just as you are, just as you are, I accept, just as you are. I see you, I hear you, I welcome you in, just as you are, just as you are, just as you are, just as you are.
You're live.
Thank you. We've got some technical issues going on. It'll give me a chance to tell a quick Hal story. We've got about 1 million of them. Hal, some of you may not know, is a competitive guy in a good spirit. I recall one time back in the dorm, he and I had a little competition to see who could sustain a note longest on a recorder. I was a clarinet major. I thought for sure I would win this duel. I felt confident. I began. I took a big breath, a huge diaphragm breath on my soprano recorder, and sustained a wonderful E natural. And on it went. And then Hal kept going on and on with me. And on it went. And I was trying to urge every ounce of oxygen out of me to get this note to win the duel with Hal. And he just kept going and going. Hal Walker, not a clarinet major, not even a music major, he blew me out of the water. And for years, I never could get over that. How did he do it? How did he do it? Well, it turns out, many years later, I found out that Hal Walker can circular breathe. So, goes to show you, he could sustain it forever. And he also does whistle blowing on his hands as well. Well, we'd like to get back to some more music and maybe a little circular breathing for fun on the side note. But for right now, we're on to Todd Burge and West Virginia.
Hi, Hal. Hey, thank you so much for the inspiration and friendship. And I want to sing this song for you and your family and friends with love. Have you ever been all alone and felt a sudden pull into darkness? Your head seems to empty out and you can't claim the slightest little sharpness. You are not alone, never alone. Are the things you gotta have, people you wanna jab, and guilt you just can't shake. These dreams, they're in your dreams, they flow through you like troubled waters you can't navigate. You are not alone, never alone. You are not alone, never alone. There are characters in your scene, they're seeing the same things, losing the same things, tying the same noose, wanting to let loose. You are not alone, never alone. You are not alone, never alone. Never alone.
Oh, that's good stuff. Most of these wonderful musicians, like Todd, first met Hal on his YouTube artist interview show, This Moment in Music.
Hey, we did it. We made it to this moment. Welcome, it's This Moment in Music. My name's Hal Walker. I'm so glad you're here. I want to introduce you to my dad, Reverend Harold Walker. He was a great man. I'm hanging out at his memorial down here in Kent. My dad was a revolutionary. I grew up in a house that we were raised to believe that money is crap and relationship is everything. And my dad was really, you know, when he was 90 years old, he was still riding his bike across town to go swimming. I'd be driving down 59 in my car, and there was my dad riding his bike down Highway 59. So anyway, today I'm so glad we have a couple revolutionaries in the room today. Emma's Revolution. They're going to be joining me. We're going to be exploring the creative process together. Thanks for joining me. Say hi, Harold. I love you.
Emma's Revolution is the awesome American folk music duo of Pat Humphries and Sandy O. They join us live now from Oakland, California.
Hello, so glad to be here.
Yeah, it's really a pleasure to be here. I'm sorry it's for this reason, because we so love Hal and his music. We share some of the same stomping ground. I went to the school at Kent State. I grew up in Northeast Ohio, and I'd left there about 1985. So my spirit is still haunting those streets down there around Water Street and Woodsy's Music and all those places. Maybe you feel me when you go to town there. But we never ended up really crossing paths when I lived in the area. So it wasn't until some years later through the UU Musicians Network, I believe, that we actually first spoke and got a chance to play a little music or sing a little together.
And we are really honored to be here. You know, the care that Hal needs and that anyone needs should really be available to all of us. But because our country doesn't yet operate like that, doesn't yet get it, it's up to friends and family, to musicians and music lovers like all of you who are out there to come together and to support Hal in this moment. And please give generously. Here's a song to keep you going.
And much love to you, Hal, and to all of you who are here to support him. When I wake up in the morning and I open my eyes, I remember to be grateful for the bright blue skies. And I wonder what I'm here for. Give me meaning, I pray, for the breath in this body I've been given today. And I listen to the wind as she whispers low, I am always here, you are not alone. Hold firmly to your power, you are blood and bone. Water and a gale will wash away stone. I'm steady on my feet as I rise from my bed. I need a song to quiet all the noise in my head. Memories of heartache unresolved from the past. I'm ready to release them from my spirit at last. And I listen to the wind as she whispers low, I am always here, you are not alone. Hold firmly to your power, you are blood and bone. Water and a gale will wash away stone. my heart be strengthened, my purpose be clear. May I always remember the path that led here. Children of nations, seeds of the soul, born of resistance, beauty and toil. And I listen to the wind as she whispers low, I am always here, you and I alone. Hold firmly to your power, you are blood and bone. Water and a gale will wash away stone. Hold firmly to your power, you are blood and bone. Water and a gale will wash away stone. Water and a gale will wash away stone. Water and a gale will wash away stone.
Pat Humphries and Sandy O joined us live from Oakland, California. They are Emma's Revolution. Thanks so much. Well, later tonight, we'll hear some great fiddle and guitar work from House of Hamill, Good Time Zydeco from Mojo, and Chris Martin of Coldplay tickles the ivories for us and shares a tune. This is a love song for Hal, where we're listening to great music and raising funds for our friend Hal Walker, who's in the battle of his life against MECFS.
I'm Peggy Munson. I'm a writer with severe MECFS, and as of May 2022, I will have had this illness for 30 years. And for 30 years, I've spent most of my time in bed, needing constant care. One of the worst symptoms of MECFS is post-exertional malaise. The last time I traveled, which was 20 years ago to Illinois, I never recovered. And many of us go over ledges that we just can't come back from. Most days I'm not speaking. I communicate by written notes to my caregiver, and you can hear just how hard it is for me to even talk. This illness is dictatorial, authoritarian, and cruel beyond imagination. It is unending suffering and limitation and restriction. It's even 30 years on. It's exhausting.
I think one of the things that is so genius about Hal, when I come home and go to the Unitarian Church, what I loved about going to church was the music. Not just Hal making music, but Hal backing other people. He lifts anybody up to be an amazing musician. And then it happened for me. He came to Colorado and we co-hosted a story slam together, and we sang a song that I wrote. And I grew up as a non-singer. So we're working on the song, and there's this note, there's this high note, and we're practicing the song, and I couldn't quite get the note. And I said, maybe I shouldn't sing this. Maybe you should sing this. And he said, without pause, no, you're gonna sing this. And we went for the note, and I got the note. He was like, yeah, that's it, you got it. And then when the show happened, and we get on stage, and we're singing the song, we get to that spot and I didn't get the note. We get through the chorus and then he was like, all right, we're backing up, we're doing it again. So we do it again and I don't quite hit the note, and we backed up and we did it again and I don't quite hit the note. And he was not gonna finish that song without me hitting the note. And he supported me until I freaking hit the note. Finally got the note and the audience cheered, and the audience was so with us because of the way he was just like for me. He was just for me and my voice and hitting that note. And I feel like that's the way he is in the world as a musician, is he's for you. And in Hal's world, everybody is a musician. And so much of his work in the world is about lifting up the musician in you and discovering and revealing and celebrating the musician in you. That's why we need Hal out of bed, out in the world, making more music.
Coming up a little later, we're going to hear from Johanna's niece, Hal's daughter, the incredibly talented actor, singer, composer, Hallie Walker, who calls Brooklyn, New York home. But first, we're off to Pennsylvania and the House of Hamill. Rose Baldino and Brian Buchanan play reimagined folk ballads and original instrumentals.
Hey everyone, we are Brian and Rose from the band House of Hamill, based outside of Allentown, Pennsylvania.
We are really honored to be part of this benefit for Hal Walker. We were thinking back to when we first met Hal, and it was when he put a show on for us in Kent, Ohio a few years ago now. And we knew that Hal was a musician when we went there, but after we finished playing and all of the audience members had gone home, Hal actually came out and entertained us with the mouth organ and the click-clack things. I'm sorry, Hal, I can't remember the name of. But he basically put on a one-man show for us,
and totally blew our minds.
It was just unbelievable.
We set sail for Africa next, specifically the ancient but still living traditional music of the Luo people of Kenya. A few years back, the group Kenge Kenge Orutu System passed through Hal's hometown of Kent on their Ohio tour. They visited his church, where they got to hang out, make some music together, and create lasting friendships. So, up next, from Kenya to Kent, with love for Hal Walker.
Hey, Mr. Hal Walker. This is Kenge Kenge Road System from Kenya. And you know what, brother? We all wish you well.
That is so awesome. Evie Ladin is up next. Her distinctive clawhammer banjo style, clear voice, and honest storytelling have been heard from A Prairie Home Companion to Lincoln Center. Here she is with bassist and vocalist Keith Terry.
Hi, Hal Walker and friends. I'm Evie Ladin.
I'm Keith Terry.
And we're here in Oakland, California. And I met Hal actually through all of his TikTok shenanigans. He did a webinar about it for a Folk Alliance conference. And I learned a lot, and I started a TikTok series. I can't say I've had quite the success that he had. But in the course of learning about your illness and everything, discovered that my dear old friend Johanna is your sister, which just seems crazy. And it's the smallest of worlds. Really glad you're in it. And I hope this helps. Here's a song called Precious Days that I wrote for my mother a long time ago. Well, I am not home, but I shall not wander. I'll wait to see what my time on earth will bring. I was sent to roam, and I will not squander these precious days God's given me. I'm gonna dig deep in the dirt of the valley, climb up high on the mountainside. I'll open my eyes, look about me. I'll row across the ocean tide. Come all you women, men and children, listen to what mother says. She has been scarred, bruised and beaten, but she has got the will to live. All that she wants is for her babies to have a better life at hand, but they partake of her riches and they forsake her in the end. I'm gonna dig deep in the dirt of the valley, climb up high on the mountainside. I'll open my eyes and look about me. I'll row across the ocean tide. And all my years have gone before me, and my race is almost run. I will look up to the stars in heaven. I know my journey's just begun. I'm gonna dig deep in the dirt of the valley, climb up high on the mountainside. I'll open my eyes, look about me. I'll row across the ocean tide. I'll row across the ocean tide. I'll row across the ocean tide. Peace and blessings.
You know, traditional American folk music like that has been a big influence on Hal, and so has world music, especially the melodious can. That's Khaen, can, a bamboo mouth organ from Laos, also played in Thailand. Can master Jonny Olson greets us now from Florida.
So I first met Hal on the internet. I saw his video called Can Rock on YouTube, and I thought, man, that's awesome. And he inspired me to play all different types of music on the can. So thank you so much, Hal. And I'm gonna play a piece called Lai Nhai. I learned this one in Thailand and Laos. It's a traditional one, and this can is tuned to D minor, one of Hal Walker's favorite cans to play.
Coming up next hour, we'll hear an archival performance of Hal Walker playing his TikTok famous low-key gliding on the can. Sadly, Hal's rarely able to play the can for more than a minute or so due to the crippling effects of MECFS. You can help. Songwriter, guitarist, painter, fiddler, and Eco-Village member, Joe Crookston has played with Suzanne Vega, Dar Williams, and Judy Collins, just to name a few. He's a master storyteller, always on the lookout for the creative edge. His most recent song will certainly add a little spice to the program, and given that his old friend Hal Walker is an avid gardener, it's sure to speak to him.
Hey, Hal Walker. Hey, everybody. This is Joe Crookston here in Ithaca, New York, sending my love and health to you, Hal. I love you and miss you, and I think about going to Kent State studying classical guitar. One of the memories I have of you of going up in the practice rooms. We were supposed to be practicing classical guitar, but we would work out folk songs together, and you would put a piece of garlic in your shoe to keep you healthy. And I'm going to play you my newest song that I wrote about a week ago. It's called Garlic. And I love you. Every year we planted in the fall and covered the garlic up with straw. We would laugh about the tears. We'd push the bulbs down in the dirt and we would joke about the hurts and how we'll try another year. Now they're buried underneath the winter soil and all the grief. We tried our best to make it through. Maybe the spring will bring the rain and feed the shoots and wash the pain away from me and you. And maybe spring will bring the rain and feed and wash the pain. We tried our best to make it through, me and you. And in the spring after the snow, we tend and give 'em room to grow. Little green and sprouting proudly. They were reaching for the sun, but you and me had come undone. And now we split the bounty. And in the spring, after the snow, we'd give 'em room to grow. We tried our best to make it through, me and you. Now I work the autumn land with newer dreams in different hands. As we turn towards December, and in the spring they'll poke above and maybe teach us about love, so we can lean into the splendor. And in the spring they'll poke above and maybe teach us about love. We tried our best to make it through, me and you. Every year we planted in the fall, covered the garlic up with straw. You take care, Hal. I love you.
Well, jumping back to world music, here's itinerant worship leader and Boston-based musician Matt Meyer, building community and working for justice with his music.
Hal, this song, Ilu Finu, says that even if our mouths were as full of song as the waves in the ocean, still we could not give thanks enough. I've just been thinking about all the music you've shared with so many people in so many places over so many years, and I am so full of gratitude for your spirit, for your music, for the ways that you have taught so many of us to practice gratitude and to reflect joy back to our community.
Damn. I swear this was not part of my plan for 2021. 2020 was one of the best years of my life. This moment in music, blowing up on TikTok, low-key gliding. And then somewhere along 2021, everything went haywire. MECFS, myalgic encephalomyelitis, chronic fatigue syndrome. I've been living with it since 1992, but all of a sudden in 2021 it decides to take a severe turn. So here I am, having a little fun tonight on my new sweet, super awesome, top of the line wheelchair. Thanks everybody, I love you.
If you've just joined us, I'm David Ford, a friend of Hal's, and this is a love song for Hal. We were raising funds for our friend Hal Walker. If you just joined us, I'm David Ford, a friend of Hal's, and this is a love song for Hal. We were raising funds for our friend Hal Walker, who has severe MECFS and is no longer able to earn a living. When Peter and Mary Alice Amidon found out about Hal's condition, they immediately reached out to help. These wonderful folk singers, choral arrangers, and music educators call Brattleboro, Vermont home. They join us live.
Hey, Hal.
Hello.
Peter Amidon here.
Mary Alice Amidon. So glad to be here.
We first met you. We first met Hal because Hal's a choir director and I'm a choir director, and we both have the same taste in choral music. And then I found out about his amazing musicianship and his work with children. Mary Alice and I have spent a lot of our careers working with children, and we found out what a kindred soul you are, Hal. What a kindred soul. And so, and also just what an amazing, childlike, genius, talented musician, playful. I could go on, but instead I'm going to tell a little story. So once there was this little pussycat, and she noticed that her mommy and daddy pussycat were really happy together. So she said, when I grow up, I want to be happy like my mommy and daddy are. So she grew up and she was looking around for some other pussycat. And one day she met this owl. And they just started talking. And they talked and they talked, and she found herself telling him things she hadn't ever told anybody. And she was so excited. She ran and said, Mommy Pussycat, Daddy Pussycat, I met this owl and it's so wonderful. And guess what? We're in love. We're going to get married. And the Mommy Pussycat said, no, 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 no. You are a pussycat. You got to marry a pussycat. The owl similarly ran home and said, Mommy Owl, Papa Owl, I met this pussycat. We're in love. We're going to get married. Isn't that great? And the Papa Owl said, no, 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 no. You're an owl. You got to marry an owl. So, of course, the owl and the pussycat decided they would run off together. They got a little boat. And here's what happened. The owl and the pussycat went to sea in a beautiful pea green boat. They took some honey and plenty of money wrapped up in a 5-pound note. The owl looked up to the stars above, and he sang to a small guitar. Oh, lovely pussy, oh, pussy, my love, what a beautiful pussy you are, you are. What a beautiful pussy you are. Pussy said to the owl, you elegant fowl, how charmingly sweet you sing. Oh, let us be merry, too long we have tarried, but what shall we do for a ring? They sailed away for a year and a day to the land where the balm tree grows. And there in a wood a piggy wig stood, withering at the end of his nose, withering at the end of his nose. Dear pig, are you willing to sell for 1 shilling your ring? Said the piggy, I will. So they took it away and were married next day by the turkey that lives on the hill. They dined on mince and slices of quince, which they ate with a runcible spoon. And hand in hand on the edge of the sand, they danced by the light of the moon, the moon. They danced by the light of the moon. They danced by the light of the moon. It's been a pleasure to know you, Hal. Thank you.
Thank you, Peter and Mary Alice. This truly is a remarkable free benefit concert for musician, educator, brother, and friend Hal Walker, who's battling ME/CFS. One of the leading organizations in the fight against ME is the Open Medicine Foundation. A portion of the proceeds from tonight's concert will support their ongoing research efforts to find a cure. Well, coming up, we'll hear an amazing original piece composed and performed by Hal's daughter, Hallie Walker. This is a love song for Hal. I'm David Ford, a friend of Hal's. And yet to come on the program, a musical tribute from Chris Martin of Coldplay, and we'll share a beautiful performance by Hal himself, recorded shortly before MECFS robbed him of the strength to sing. We're off to Brooklyn, New York now. Here's Hal's daughter, actress, singer, and composer Hallie Walker performing her original song.
Dear MECFS, I feel like I just met you, but we shared a home for 19 years, a fly on the wall getting bigger and growing uglier. Right now you're taking too much space for my taste, so I'm gonna kindly ask you to get the fuck out. The lights turn on and his brain turns red. A rush of pain and sharp adrenaline to his head. Nowhere to lay down in a sleepless bed. When there's nothing but more to feel tomorrow. There's nothing but more to feel tomorrow. Why'd you have to ruin it this way? Why'd you have to come and kill the day? Millions are missing, I fear. Just need a simple answer. Why are you here? You really think it's funny? You can hide in the dark, 'cause there's no money. Taking lives and jobs and loves and mobs with your crash, crash, crash. And your burn. The lights turn on and his brain turns red. A rush of pain and sharp adrenaline to his head. Nowhere to lay down in a sleepless bed. When there's nothing but more to feel tomorrow. There's nothing but more to feel tomorrow. Why'd you have to ruin it this way? Why'd you have to come and kill the day? Millions are missing, I fear. Just need a simple answer. Why are you here? Sincerely, me.
Hallie Walker and her original song, Dear MECFS. It's a love song for Hal, where we're raising funds for Hallie's dad. Tracy Grammer calls Greenfield, Massachusetts home. She's recorded and performed with Joan Baez and Mary Chapin Carpenter, headlined several of the nation's top folk festivals, and she's joined here by Jim Henry on guitar and vocals.
Hal, it's Tracy. It's my honor to sing for you tonight. I'm going to be performing with my touring partner, Jim Henry, and we're going to sing The Mountain by Dave Carter, which I think is the most healing song I have in my repertoire, so I hope it brings you some comfort. I've been thinking about you so much and all that you're going through, and I hope this concert brings you all the resources and then some so that you can just focus on healing. That's all you should be doing right now. I look forward to seeing you again at the little church in Kent when times are different and better for us all. Until then, you'll be on my mind, and I'm wishing you all the very best. Take care, Hal. I was born in a fork-tongued story, raised up by merchants and drugstore liars. Now I walk on the paths of glory, one foot in ice and one in fire. And I see the mountain comes to me. it comes, some find solace and some lay him down in a junkyard bay. Some will chase us and some will call us gone, gone, gone in a day. Gone to the mountain, the mountain comes to me. I see the mountain, that is all I see. Miller, take me, and Miller, grind me, scatter my bones on the wild green tide. Maybe some roving bird will find me, and over the water we'll ride. Over the mountain, yeah, the mountain comes to me. I see the mountain, that is all I see. Some build temples, some find altars, some come in tall hats and robes confined. Some in rags, some in gemstone halters, and some push the pegs back in line. But I see the mountain comes to me. Ooh, I see the mountain, that is all.
From the land of 10,000 lakes, and he's been singing and songwriting full-time for 25 years, performing in venues across the country and beyond. He writes songs for a small planet, about how we're all interconnected and the human journey, songs about life on Earth and the mysterious and wondrous fact of our existence.
Hi, Hal and everybody. This is Peter Mayer in Minnesota. So glad to be with you all and sharing a song for this occasion. Hal, I wish you strength and peace going forward as you struggle with your health. Sending you good thoughts and love. This is a song that perhaps is the reason that you and I connected at all. It's in the UU hymnal, Unitarian Universalism, which we've both been involved in. So I thought it would be appropriate to share it at this time. This is a song that celebrates our life on this planet, all of us together going around our sun. This is called Blue Boat Home. Though below me I feel no motion, standing on these mountains and plains, far away from the rolling ocean, still my dry land heart can say, I've been sailing all my life now. Never harbor or port have I known. The wide universe is the ocean I travel, and the earth is my blue boat home. Sun, my sail, moon, my rudder, as I ply the starry sea, leaning over the edge in wonder, casting questions into the deep, drifting here with my ship's companions, all we kindred pilgrim souls, making our way by the lights of the heavens in our beautiful blue boat home. I give thanks to the waves upholding me, hail the great winds urging me on, greet the infinite sea before me, sing the sky my sailor's song. I was born upon the fathoms, never harbor or port have I known. The wide universe is the ocean I travel, and the earth is my blue boat home. The wide universe is the ocean I travel, and the earth is my blue boat.
Kansas City, Kansas native Jahvelle Rhone is a saxophonist known for his energetic performances and soulful, smooth sound. Like many of tonight's performers, Jahvelle connected with Hal on This Moment in Music, Hal's laid-back musical exploration of the creative process.
Hey, what's up, Hal? Number one, I want you to get better. Number two, we're going to raise this money, man. Number three, I want to thank you for the opportunity you gave me when I first started out on TikTok. You invited me to your show. You gave me an opportunity to play. I just remember laughing pretty much the whole interview. And there is no one on the planet who's more inviting, who's more musical, who's more welcoming, and just a great spirit than you, man. And I remember during that time, we had just found out that our daughter was diagnosed with stage 3 cancer. And you were a great friend, and not only a great friend, but you were a great host. You allowed me to share my daughter's GoFundMe, and we were able to reach our goal in raising money for my daughter's treatment. And I'm proud to say that today, my daughter is a cancer survivor. Thanks so much.
Here's J.P. Allen with his Tui on the Inhale groove.
Okay, my name's J.P. Allen. I'm here at the beautiful Barton Springs Pool, beautiful place in Austin, Texas. And I want to say that Hal was my first harmonica teacher, and he did an incredible job teaching me harmonica, mostly because of his encouragement and support. But he taught me one particular thing that changed my life as a harmonica player. And he knows what it is. It's tui on the inhale and tootle on the exhale. And we got a little drum circle over there that I can try to play along with. Hear it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Love you, Hal. Thanks everyone for supporting Hal on this fundraiser. Bye.
Now, a little soulful country and blues-inflected Americana from Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh-based guitarist and vocalist Christopher Mark Jones. His songs have been compared to well-built furniture, both lovely and constructed with a careful attention to detail. And, fun fact, Christopher played professional basketball in Portugal before returning to music. He joins us live.
Hey everybody, great to be here. When I reached out to Hal about his concert series in Kent at the church, his response was simply yes, which is, as those of us in the music business, is like, what? And then when I met him, I realized that yes was really a big part of how he defined his approach to a very unique and creative existence. And I hope that this event, with its 30-odd performers who have all said yes, will be matched by donations from listeners who also know and love Hal, or at least understand the issues that he faces at this time. I'm going to do a song it's really a love song, but it's also about commitment and solidarity in troubled times. It's called I'll Stay By Your Side. I'll stay by your side. I'll stay by your side. To care and to abide. I'll stay by your side. Out on the horizon, the sky meets the land. But distance and solitude disappear where we stand. And all of our journey in the touch of your hand. I'll stay by your side. I'll stay by your side. To care and provide. I'll stay by your side. And I'll sing our song. Sing it sweet and long. our love's still strong in my heart. I can hear my own heartbeat in the house of my fear. The wind shakes the windows, but we're warm in here. There's no smoke and no mirrors. My mind has never been so clear. I'll stay by your side. I'll stay by your side. To care and abide. I'll stay by your side. Stay by your side. I'll stay by your side. Lots of love.
Thank you, Christopher. This is a love song for Hal, a fundraiser for Hal Walker, who's unable to earn a living due to MECFS.
Hi, my name is Lea Morris, and it is a pleasure to be on Team Hal, to be a part of the gathering of people who are celebrating Hal Walker's contribution to our musical community and doing what we can to help support him in this challenging time. We know that we are all part of one family, and it's a pleasure every time we get to stand up for and with our siblings. So thank you for showing up to our concert, for helping to contribute and support Hal specifically, and for being part of this musical community.
And that's Hal in his element, playing music with
My name is Lea Morris, and it is a pleasure to be on Team Hal.
He's
to be
bedbound.
part of the gathering.
I hope you'll jump online right now and help us raise the money he needs to pay for his medical costs and hopefully get him back on his feet again. In the meantime, here's some of what Hal, along with so many others, is facing every day.
Hi, my name is Lizzie. I'm 16. I've had ME for 7 years and have been mostly bedbound for 4.5 years. It's not an easy existence. I no longer function very independently. My state of being fluctuates constantly. It's indescribable.
I make content on TikTok to try and raise awareness of the illness because a lot of the medical community don't really understand it because it's very under-researched and understudied. So I would love to change that.
Hi, I'm Millie. I'm 17 and I've lived with chronic fatigue syndrome since I was 12. This illness is completely life-changing and restricting and heartbreaking, and it's a lonely illness. You know, people are housebound and bedbound and unable to work, unable to go to school, unable to see friends.
Living with severe ME means losing everything you love about life. What you find meaning in, your passions, your pleasures, the people you love, and the countless things we take for granted every day.
My brother Hal has a great laugh. It's warm and it's real, and I just love to sit around and laugh with him. He's not the kind of guy that just laughs at like any old thing, so it's particularly wonderful when I'm the one that makes him laugh. You know, there's so many just crazy things about MECFS and so many things that frustrate me and piss me off and make me want to scream. One of the biggies is that something like laughing or just talking can cause him so much discomfort. And for somebody who loves sound and music and laughter, it's just devastating. So while we hope for relief and while we hope for a cure, we speak softly and we enjoy those quiet moments together. And we wait until we can laugh freely and talk and together.
Jayme Stone is a Canadian banjoist, composer, and producer who makes music inspired by sounds from around the world.
That's alright, that's alright, that's alright, it'll be alright, since my soul has got a seat up in the kingdom, that's alright. Oh my mother, how you walking along, your feet up, tired, but the road is long, since my soul has got a seat up in the kingdom, that's alright. That's alright, that's alright, that's alright, it'll be alright, since my soul got a seat up in the kingdom, that's alright. Hush, little baby, don't you cry. You know your mother, she was born to die. Since my soul got a seat up in the kingdom, that's alright. That's alright, that's alright, that's alright, it'll be alright. Since my soul got a seat up in the kingdom, that's alright. Jacob's ladder so long and tall, you ain't got faith, you're sure to fall. Since my soul got a seat up in the kingdom, that's alright. Some say Peter, some say Paul, but the one God made us all. Since my soul got a seat up in the kingdom, that's alright. That's alright, that's alright, that's alright, it'll be alright. Since my soul got a seat up in the kingdom, that's alright. One of these mornings and it won't be long, you look for me and I'll be gone. Since my soul has got a seat up in the kingdom, that's alright. That's alright, that's alright, that's alright, it'll be alright. Since my soul has got a seat up in the kingdom, that's alright. Since my soul has got a seat up in the kingdom, that's alright. We love you, Hal.
Hey everybody, I'm so glad you're here. This Moment in Music with Hal Walker. It's a laid-back musical exploration of the creative process. And today is the very first show. And I can't believe we're doing this. See you in a minute. Let's get this thing started. All right.
This moment music.
2 years ago, producer, nerdcore artist, YouTube content creator, and social media personality Nem Raps was in the studio collaborating virtually with Hal on This Moment in Music with Hal Walker. Here's an excerpt.
I'm just doing some last minute shopping this morning, and I'm running a couple minutes late for the show, but I'm so excited. Nem Raps is here, a music producer, a star, YouTube sensation. This dude is awesome.
Anything dealing with music and video games, that's me. That's Nem Raps.
And you're constantly being creative. Is that you show up every day and you got to create things?
Every week on one of my YouTube channels, I have to make a new song. So I basically make 52 songs a year. And I've been doing that for the last 4 or 5 years. And plus I have other multiple YouTube channels that I produce content for. So I'm always busy.
Well, we're going to make a song right now, I believe. Or we're going to attempt it. And how do we start that?
Basically, Hal, what you're going to do is you're going to play something. I'm going to record it here live. And I'm going to import it into my digital audio workstation, which is I'm using Ableton Live. And I'm going to create an instrumental around what you've played.
All right. Well, let's give it a try. There you have it.
Perfect.
Can you work with that?
I can work with that. Definitely.
Right. Gosh, wow, Nem, dude, that was awesome.
Oh, I'm glad it sounded decent.
It was awesome. It was awesome.
Good. Cool.
Wow, boy, that was exciting and amazing. I'm kind of blown away, actually.
Thanks to all of you who have gone to A Love Song for Hal, a lovesongforhal.com, and given. I'll let you know, coming up next, Charlie Mosbrook is a traditional and original American folk singer from Cleveland, Ohio, and he joins us live from the Buckeye State.
Good evening. It's good to be here. About 10 years ago, Hal made his way up through from Kent up to Cleveland Heights, where I'm at right now, in the middle of a snowstorm, just like we're having right now. And Hal came up to Cleveland Heights during that snowstorm to perform during a benefit to help support me through my struggles with a spinal cord injury that I had just sustained. Hal and I met each other at Brady's Cafe 20 years prior to that. We were a couple of skinny, long-haired kids with guitars who liked probably playing hacky sack too much and all. But the most important thing that we had in common was that we had this intense belief in community and music, and we continue to share that. And that night in the grog shop on Coventry Road, during that snowstorm, Hal came up and performed a song that he put on a record for my support, and we really got to see that community come alive. And it's so good to see that community come alive again online here during a pandemic. You know, we can't do these concerts, but boy, we can reach so many people around the world. So thank you for being a part of that. A short time after that concert, Hal told me about what he was going through, and he's been so vibrant and alive and doing so much, the past year and a half during his TikTok fame. It's been fun watching that grow and be a part of it in this moment in music. Anyway, the way the community came together for me and the way the community is coming together for Hal, at that time, I needed to write a thank you song, and that's what this song is. And this is for all of you for coming together for Hal in support of his struggle. Walking ain't easy and walking is tough, and talking with you walking is more. It's more than enough. It's more than you want and more than you need, more than what some got, but less than you see. So please give me something to eat, and give me the strength, Lord, to climb to my feet. Walking ain't easy and walking is tough, talking with you walking is more. It's more than enough. Sometimes we choose the wrong path. Sometimes that path chooses us. Sometimes we lose much more than we thought, and sometimes our thoughts demand trust. So I want to thank you, 'cause you're always there, and you lifted me up with your tender care. And you could have left me or just walked away, but you didn't think twice when you chose to stay. 'Cause walking ain't easy and walking is tough, but talking with you walking is more. It's more than enough. thank you all so much for being a part of this. And thank you, Hal. I love you. I hope everything resolves and you find comfort and more music.
One thing we know about Hal is that he loves to laugh. He just loves a good laugh. Few musicians set the table for laughter like guitarist Jim Scott in Shrewsbury, Massachusetts. Jim has performed with the Paul Winter Consort. He says he collects Unitarian Universalist churches and writes songs like the one we're about to hear.
Hal Walker, you are an inspiration to me. I love your music, and I still remember the first time I visited you in Kent at the Unitarian Church, and you said, "Want to go up in the bell tower?" Yeah, we went up there and looked around, looked down at the lights of Kent, Ohio, and I thought, no, this is a guy I can understand, a kindred spirit who looks at the world with wonder and finds wonder. A little song about the passage of time. Got so tall, wish the wind would stop blowing. Got so wide, wish the toenails would stop growing. Feet so slow, like they're stuck in molasses. Eyes so dim, wondering where I put my glasses. Only good thing about getting old is you're getting older too. It's a sensitive subject. Only good thing about getting old is getting older with you. Got so hairy, wanna hibernate in winter. Got so scary to little dogs and little children. Got so bald on top, blinding people with the reflection. Belly looks like Brazil in the Mercator projection. Only good thing about getting old is you're getting older too. The only good thing about getting old is getting older with you. Got so stiff, coins on the floor can stay there. Got so crabby, don't know why I should still play fair. Got so forgetful, don't know what I came to do here. Don't know who you all are, but I'm still happy to see you here. Only good thing about getting old is you're getting older too. Only good thing about getting old is getting older with you. A little something there for the old folks. I need these. Thought old age was enough. Now there's pandemics and climate change, insurrections, conspiracy theories, and politics got so strange. Bacteria and viruses, opioids and pollution. Look, you gotta just live long enough for them to find a solution. CDC, Pfizer, Moderna, Johnson & Johnson, Google, Wikipedia, that dermal regulator like on Star Trek. ready to think about a world without you. Love's not chemotherapy or DNA vaccine, but we who love you want you back, making the scene. Only good thing about getting old is Social Security, Medicare, AARP, discounts at Applebee's. Only good thing about getting old, everybody, is you're getting older too. Didn't want to bring it up, but only good thing about getting old is getting older with you. We love you, Hal.
That's good stuff right there. Jim Scott, you know, the outpouring of support so far tonight has been truly heartwarming and inspiring. And we hope to keep it going strong as our concert continues. And it's about to continue live. This is Ohio-based violinist and fiddler Eddie Kaner live with Hey Mavis. Heartfelt vocals, honest songwriting, blazing instrumental solos, the very definition of great Americana music.
Well, so much has been said tonight about Hal. Hal and I have played a few house concerts together, and the first time he got on stage and said the word Banakula, I fell in love with this man. It's kind of obvious with all these musicians tonight how many lives Hal has inspired. Everyone in this room here, everyone in Hey Mavis, we thank you, Hal, for everything you've done for us musically and your inspiration. We love you. We're going to play this song that Laurie wrote just for you, Hal.
Paul sang I am a rock, God sang I am an island. Rock feels no pain, island never cries, no, not even when someone you love flies. I ain't no rock and I ain't no island, baby, I need you by my side. Hold my hand, ease my pain and dry my crying eyes. Can't always get what you want, but if you try sometimes you might find you get what you need. Sound words of wisdom from a rolling stone, but they do not apply to me. When I arise in the morning light and see you by my side, always what I want, well, most of the time and often what I need. Oh, baby, I guess I should have known you were the best remedy. It's a story and it's a song, and it helps sometimes just to sing along and change the whole words as you need. Keep on the sunny side of life, sweet June sang it will help us every day. It will brighten all the way, but the shadows are where I like to play. I ain't no ray of sunshine, baby, nothing but dark times by my side. Pull up the blinds, draw the curtains back, keep me from going blind. known you were the best remedy. It's a story and it's a song, and it helps sometimes just to sing along. Then change the words as you need. We love you, Hal. We love you.
Hey, Mavis. Thank you so much. Well, Chicago native Algie Powers calls Salt Lake City, Utah home. Her acoustic style features delicate vocals with a folk flavor.
I met Hal on TikTok. I just put up my second song and he made a duet. And I remember how touched I was when I heard him sing along. He's got a beautiful voice, and I'm pretty sure I cried. And afterwards, not long afterwards, he invited me to be on This Moment in Music, and that was a thrill and a half for me. And he's so knowledgeable about stuff. He right away recommended a little microphone that I needed, and the talent. That man is talented. The skill. Anyway, Hal, you're the greatest.
Dreaming about where I've been. I've been thinking about the price of sin. Where do you go when things go wrong? I guess it's time for another sad song. God, can you help me? I think I need now. If only I believed that you're there somehow. Pull me back together. I'm trying to figure it out. If only I could hear you now. Say my name. Say my name. Say mistakes I made. Thinking about the future makes me so afraid. God, can you help me? I think I need you now. If only I believed in myself somehow. Fill me with promise, hopes and dreams, and a glimpse of eternity. Hear my plea.
That was Help Me Be, written and performed by Algie Powers. This is a fundraising concert for Hal Walker, who's battling ME/CFS. We'll hear a powerful performance from Hal in just a bit, a recording he made just before his symptoms made playing too difficult. Find out how you can help at alovesongforhal.com. Well, how about some more live music? Eric Noden is a multi-instrumentalist, singer-songwriter, and producer out of Chicago. He joins us now from the Windy City, home of the blues.
All right, hello everybody. It's great to be here, great to be a part of this benefit for my friend Hal Walker. And I think I first met Hal when I was trying to figure out the harmonica, and we actually spent quite a bit of time when Hal was living with J.P. Allen in Kent, Ohio. I think on Main Street. They lived in the top, like the attic of a mansion, and you had to climb like 50 steps to get up there. So if you can make it up to this place, you had a pretty good, cardiovascular system. But I used to hang out there with JP and Hal, and we'd play the harmonica. And of course, I do that two-e tootle, that's how he got me into just making some cool music with the harmonica. And it was a great way to get started. And since then, we've always stayed in touch, and gonna play a song that has kind of a mixture of some guitar and some very rhythmic harmonica. This life is one long dream. That's right. Times like feel like a waterfall. Sometimes like feel like a waterfall. It's flowing around me, I can't catch it all. Your soul. If you lose your money, please don't lose your soul. There's more than one way that you can be poor. Going down to the river, gonna sit down on the ground. Going down to the river, gonna sit down on the ground. Well, the train come by and a whistle start to sound. All right. Well, the train come by and a whistle start to sound. Well, the train come by and a whistle start to sound. All right, well, once again, thanks for listening. If you want to support Hal, he's got a GoFundMe campaign. Hal Walker Needs Our Help. Check that out. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Eric Noden, live from Chicago, Illinois, thank you. Thank you so much. And again, we want to thank each and every one of you who has gone to lovesongforhal.com and made a donation tonight to support Hal and his battle against MECFS. It's a love song for Hal, and we're raising money for Hal's escalating healthcare costs as he battles MECFS. He's a special person, a community builder, a magic man, as Algie Powers said earlier tonight. And you'll find out just how magical in a moment with the recording Hal made right before ME crashed down on him. Jump online, help him out if you can, and thanks.
So Hal asked me to drive him to a teaching artist gig. This was several years ago. I helped him load the car and we drove, and he just sat next to me with the seat reclined, kind of with his eyes closed, resting. So we get to the school. It was about an hour away. And right away, he just snaps into teaching artist mode, and he's talking to the teachers and he's connecting with everybody in that warm Hal way. And it was great. So before the show, he had asked for a little private space. So he found this classroom and he just lay on the floor with his eyes closed. And then it was time to go. And he got up on stage, and for 45 minutes, he just worked his magic on the kids. There were 200 kids. He was warm, he was hilarious, and the kids were transfixed. It was amazing. And then we got in the car and we drove home. And the entire way home, he was just lying there with his eyes closed. And at one point I was talking and he's like, Jewel, just no. And so I realized all he wanted was for me to just silently drive with him. That's what's so amazing, is he can go from this just needing to wrap himself in a cocoon to being up on stage, just connecting with everybody in the room, and then right back again. And it blows me away every time I see him do that. So he has been dealing with this illness. He has been living with this illness. He has been thriving almost with this illness for almost 30 years. And I hate the fact that right now the illness seems to have the upper hand. And I would really like to get back to the place where Hal has the upper hand and Hal is controlling his illness. So I thank everybody who is here tonight listening for being with him in that fight.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much. I'm Hal, and thank you to all the musicians. Thank you to everyone watching. Sort of ironically, I may not be able to watch this. I have a very low tolerance for watching anything on a screen, and even listening to any music. It's hilarious. Oh my goodness. I've been through a very traumatic several months, there's no doubt about it, but the song I'm going to sing is called Will You Love. It asks us, will you love what is? And then we respond, yes, I will. Yes, I will love what is. And it says, can you feel? And we say, yes, I can feel, no doubt about it. Are you true? Are you honest? Yes, I am honest. The moment I saw the face of reality was the moment I was born into my body and I was changed into myself. So here we are in reality, everyone. We can either say, yes, I will, or we can fight against it. So thank you. Thank you so much. It's an honor and a privilege to know each of you, and please don't forget about me. I love you.
Will you love? 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 Will you
Yes, I will, 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 yes, I will. Can you feel, 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 can you feel? Yes, I can, 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 yes, I can. And are you true, 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 are you true? Yes, I am, 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 yes, I am. The moment I saw your face is the moment I remember well. I was born into my body and I was changed into myself. Will you love, will you love, will you love, or will you love, will you love, will you love, will you love? Yes, I will, 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 yes, I will. When I saw your face is the moment I remember well. I was born into my body and I was changed into myself.
Gives me goosebumps. That's Hal Walker from last summer. Earlier, we heard from Hal's sister, Julia Walker Wyson. You know, Hal's unable to play now, but hopes to get back there one day soon, doing what he loves, sharing his musical gifts with others. Folk artist Matt Watroba joins us live. Katie Grigg-Miller has an inspiring original anthem written just for Hal, and Chris Martin of Coldplay will leave us with a song and a wish. This is Cleveland-based singer-songwriter Thor Platter.
Hey everybody, my name's Thor Platter. I'm a singer-songwriter based here in Cleveland, Ohio. Thanks for letting me be a part of this, and be sure to go to the GoFundMe page for Hal. I want to send the best healing vibes I can to Hal right now. Here's a song of mine called Bright Star. Well, I didn't make it when you were strong, couldn't say one last I love you. I should have been there and come along before your short time was through. And the reason that you're gone is the reason our hearts will hold on. When the sun is setting and it's getting cold, the horses run back to the barn alone. The moon comes up and the lights go out. There's still one bright star shining down on you. we remember good times were had, like summer laughter, trails, and muddy boots. The night you left us, the snow fell so fast, I can never remember feeling so blue as when the call came in. It's like I knew before it was true. When the sun is setting and it's getting cold, the horses run back to the barn alone. The moon comes up and the lights go out. There's still one bright star shining down on you. And it blows so cold, like February wind. Now heaven knows which soul to call home again. So if there's things left to talk about, I'll be sure to tell the way that you loved. Your words were heavy, and you lifted up, inspired the world just because. So I'll try and pull that feeling home when I tell her that we're not alone. 'Cause when the sun is setting, it's getting cold. The horses run back to the barn alone. The moon comes up and the lights go out. There's still one bright star shining down. When the sun is setting and it's getting cold, the horses run back to the barn all alone. The moon comes up and the lights go out. There's still one bright star shining down. There's still one bright star shining down. There's still one bright star shining down on you.
Bright Star by Cleveland-based singer-songwriter Thor Platter. You know, Hal has given so many of us so much with his music. Now, this concert is our love song to him, to help give him the support he needs at alovesongforhal.com. The Akron, Ohio-based group Mojo is up next, and they join us live. It's a hard-driving, high-energy, Zydeco-based party gras band infused with Americana, reggae, rock and roll, and more.
Hey, hi Hal. We're really grateful to be part of tonight's benefit so we can sing to the world how we are rooting for you, because we are indeed. It's been really nice to hear some friends play tonight, especially I want to say hi to Eric Noden. He helped me through some pandemic blues by doing some stuff from Chicago with me. So we've got Leanne Wise tonight from Mojo, Bill Lestock from Mojo. And I know that we didn't exactly go through whether we were doing Zydeco or something else. So we're going to do a different song than Zydeco tonight. We're going to do a song that connects us, Hal, in a couple ways. First, it was one of the few songs that I brought to your house way years back when you were doing the sort of a songwriters, help each other out circle where we would play our songs for each other and comment on them. And I brought this song in, and that was such a great supportive thing that you did for all of us. And so I just wanted to do a song from that. And also it's a song called Lift Me. And as we heard earlier, you have lifted so many people and brought so much goodness into the world. And so I hope you can feel that people around the world are here for you and trying to lift you up and trying to support you in any way we can. And please count the three of us in as on Team Hal. And so we'll do this little song called Lift Me right now. And it goes something like this. I've been lost far from my home, a dark heart on a journey alone, staring at the clouds up in the sky. may ramble while the body lies. Muddy river at my feet, long head sirens beckon me. No road back, no road clear. Soul adherence lead from here. I'm heavy with the blues today. I know it won't be always that way. Just like the sun continues to rise, you'll lift me by the love in your eyes. Desire it can build a king, burn the whole of suffering, kiss her persecuting me. Let us both unwittingly, innocence with no stop sign, train even the strongest mind. Lessons learned no matter cost, can't get them without the loss. I'm heavy with the blues today, but I know it won't be always that way. Just like the sun continues to rise, you'll lift me by the love in your eyes. You've been patient, ever kind, to be into this troubled mind. Don't know why I'm so free, the water that comforts me. Embers burning like a knife. You hope that I can set things right. Let's get our hands deep in the ground, work the fields till the sun goes down, stoke the fire and take my hand. Remind me, love, by your mind, and let me stumble, let me fall. You kiss my lips to soothe it all. Let me run, let me return. Be patient, baby, while I learn. I'm heavy with the blues today, but I know it won't be yours that way. Just like the sun continues to rise, you'll lift me by the love in your You'll lift me by the love in your eyes. You'll lift me by the love in your eyes. You'll lift me by the love in your eyes. You'll lift me by the love in your eyes. All right, we're waiting for you, Hal. God bless. All right. Feeling for you, everybody. Love you.
Thank you, Mojo. Well, before MECFS rendered him almost entirely bedbound and in need of full-time care, Hal taught thousands of Ohio children to play the harmonica. He curated the Cuyahoga Valley Concert Series and directed children's choirs like this one, the Golden Tones of the Unitarian Universalist Church, where he's inspired children and adults to make and celebrate music.
The world is away.
Kent, Ohio's Katie Grigg-Miller writes uplifting anthems, songs about the human condition, and sacred celebration to give hope and light in a sometimes dark world.
Hi, I'm Katie Grigg-Miller. I'm so happy to be part of this project because Hal Walker is a musical inspiration to me and so many other people. He's not only a fantastic musician who plays a lot of instruments really well, but
Yeah, that was quite the pregnant pause there.
New instruments, new rhythms, new people, puts them all together. It's always beautiful and it's always from the heart.
I've been your prisoner for far too long, been stuck in a loop of your mesmeric song. Your shadows and doubts have been hanging like clouds over me. You're always predicting the sun will not rise, but I'm done with singing the same old reprise. Hello, darkness, you're not my old friend anymore. So goodbye, darkness, you cannot have me. Sadness and pain, you can't overthrow me. You clouded my mind, convinced me I'm all alone. I'll persist in resisting your lines, my mind is my own. And you cannot have me, you cannot have me. Don't call me, don't knock on my door, I won't let you in. My soul is free, my soul is free. I won't let you take me again, this time I win. Sorrow and sighing must fly away. So fly away, fly away, fly away. You cannot have me, you cannot have me. I'm done with your doom and I'm through with your gloom, and I'm turning the tables on you. My soul is free, my soul is free. I've turned on the light of joy I found inside me. Your shadow gets smaller and smaller and smaller with the light. You cannot have me. Shadow gets smaller, my soul is free. My soul is free. Your shadow gets smaller and smaller and smaller with the light. You cannot have me. Shadow gets smaller and smaller and smaller with the light. My soul is free. Your shadow gets smaller and smaller and smaller with the light. My soul is free. Your shadow gets smaller and smaller and smaller with the light.
Watroba as the voice of folk music for his work with WDET Detroit Public Radio. He's the producer and host of the program Folks Like Us. When Matt heard that Hal was in need, he immediately stepped up to help. And here he is doing just that live.
coming to you live from just outside of the Motor City. I've lived here my whole life except for 3 years. In 2011, I moved down to Kent, Ohio to work for the local public radio station. And the minute I got into town, I started looking at like-minded musicians. And I started looking all through, where the gigs were being done, who was doing what, who was connected to community. And this name, Hal Walker, kept coming up over and over and over again. So I did a bold thing. I called this guy up out of the blue and I said, Hal, we have to have tea, or we have to get together. I'm inviting myself over to your house. And I'm so glad I did. By the time we had finished that cup of tea, I think we had planned the Cuyahoga River concert series together, which we started right around that time. I think we planned and started a community sing on a monthly basis at the Unitarian Church. And most importantly, I made a lifelong friend. So Hal, as someone, I have a lot of friends right now who are suffering from undiagnosed chronic illness. And the one thing they tell me they need to hear is that we believe you. We believe you. Because people start to doubt. And we can't do that because we need Hal Walker in this world. I wrote this song a few years back and I played it for Hal, and he asked me if he could play it the next day, I think, in his church service. So I think I'll sing this song for Hal. Song for our times. Could you love me if I don't look like you? Is it deeper? Is it stronger? Something hidden, something true. If I stare a little longer, will I see myself in you? Could you love me if I don't look like you? Could you love me if I don't think like you? Is it deeper? Is it stronger? Something true. If I stare a little longer, will I see myself in you? Could you love me if I don't think like you? This life's a burning candle, and it would be a shame if we ignored the difference between the smoke and the flame. Could you love me if I don't pray like you? Is it deeper? Is it stronger? Something true. If I stare a little longer, will I see myself in you? Could you love me if I don't pray like you? This moment is a miracle, so why not find a way to be here and be grateful that we share another day? Could you love me if I don't love like you? Is it deeper? Is it stronger? Something hidden, something true. If I stare a little longer, will I find myself in you? Could you love me if I am not like you? The Watrobas love you, Hal, and we always will. We believe you.
Matt Watroba performed live from Michigan. Today, Hal wants to raise awareness about this devastating illness so he and others around the world don't have to continue suffering indefinitely. Go to alovesongforhal.com and give what you can. A portion of the proceeds will go toward their ongoing research. And now, as promised, Hal's friend, Chris Martin of Coldplay, offered to participate in this concert, and in fact, his was the very first video we received. How did this come about, you may ask? Well, as you know, Hal has become TikTok and Instagram famous, so much so that his infectious, melodious can grooves caught the attention of Chris several months ago. The two exchanged texts, a phone call, and a new friendship was born. That's just who Hal is. And, as it turns out, that's just the kind of guy Chris Martin of Coldplay is too.
Hi, I'm Chris from the band Coldplay, and I'm a new friend of Hal's, and want to send all of the love of our band to you, Hal. Hope you're doing okay. Thanks for our conversations on the phone, and here is an attempt at a cover version, which could go either way. You must remember this. A kiss is just a kiss. A sigh is just a sigh. The fundamental things apply as time goes by. And when two lovers woo, they still say I love you. On this you can rely. Fundamental things apply as time goes by. Moonlight and love songs, never out of date. Hearts filled with passion, jealousy and hate. Woman needs man, and man must have his mate. On this you can rely. Oh, it's still the same old story. A fight for love and glory. A case of do or die. The world will always welcome lovers as time goes by. Not that good, but meant with love.
Chris Martin of Coldplay and his rendition of As Time Goes By American songwriter Herman Hupfeld. Again, we want to thank each and every one of you who has gone to alovesongforhal.com and made a donation tonight to support Hal in his battle against MECFS. On behalf of Hal, his sisters, Johanna, Caroline, and Julia, friends, Stu Feldman, and Jerry Bailenson, I want to offer a special thanks to Tommy Priest, Ovation Sound Recording Studios, and Event Webcasting. Thank you, Team Hal, Jay Sauerman, Laura Lewis, Kim Rivers, Cynthia Barker-Cox, and Alexis Avery. And again, thanks to all of you for joining us in A Love Song for Hal, and thanks for supporting him at alovesongforhal.com. Good night.